Hello, my name is MooingCat and welcome to my strategy guide for the 2024 history event. In this video I will go through the strategy aspects of the minigame, or more specifically, which card games should you choose, which difficulty should you choose, and what do you need to do in order to get the main building fully leveled. I will do so using a spreadsheet I have created, but before that let me quickly go through what you actually need to get the main building fully leveled, which will be the focus of this video. So to get the main building fully leveled, you need 7 levels from the event itself. Then you can get the silver and the upgrade kits from the building itself. So silver here from the level 7 building and so on, like we are used to. So 7 levels, let's quickly count that out. We get 2 levels here from the milestones, and then the rest from grand prizes. Here we have a 3rd level, and then quite a big gap actually before we get to the 4th level, to the 5th level, and then another big jump, level 6, and finally level 7 here at 2000. Now if we look at the leagues, we don't actually get any here, I think, at all in any level. So you need 2000, although if we quickly play through the tutorial here, you can see that we already get some points here, and actually a decent amount of points. So let me quickly play through here, redraw, let's get assassin, let's finish off. So in total from the tutorial we get 30 points, and we only had to spend 10 coins. So in practice, I suppose we only need 1970 points. It's not a big difference, but the balancing is quite tight. Alright, let's talk about balancing. First of all, there has been some changes from beta, but based on the announcement here from Juber, the total amount of coins we now get is 12,000. The amount of tickets have been changed. The amount you get hourly has been reduced. Now you get 1 ticket every 10 hours instead of 8. However, those tickets that you miss out on have been added as grand prizes. So as we go through the grand prizes here, you can see that you get quite a few tickets in total. Up until 2,000 points here, you get 14 tickets from grand prizes. So in total, the amount of tickets you get, or the amount of games you can play, is roughly the same as on beta. By my estimation, it is 86 or up to 86 if you always regenerate the free tickets. As far as I can tell, there are 504 hours total during this event, which now with the 10-hour regeneration period means you can get 50. But you might get a couple less, but that's perfectly fine, as we'll talk about in a moment. So, which deck should you choose? Should you go for easy, medium, or hard? In this one, my recommendation is to go for a mixture of difficulties. Either one alternative is to go some hard games and some easy games. The other alternative is to go some medium games and some easy games. And why is that? Well, first of all, I will get into what all of this means. It can look quite confusing. But on the right top corner here, I have included some simple calculations, I suppose, to show, to kind of highlight why we need to do a mixture of games. So if we only go for hard games, based on my numbers from beta, I'll go over those a bit in a moment, the maximum number of games we're able to play is 32 games with the coins we have. That is far below the 86 total games that we have, the total amount of tickets, which means that we will not be able to get all the grand prize points we need. Similarly, if you only go for medium games, you again are not able to play all the tickets you have because you simply don't have enough coins. So again, we are not able to get all the points we need, grand prize points we need. Now, if you only go for easy games, you are able to play all the games. However, you only spent like around half the amount of coins. You have plenty of remaining coins, which means that you don't actually get all the grand prize progress you need. So because of this, we need to do a mixture of games in order to make sure we are able to play all the games, but also to make sure that we are able to spend all the coins we have. So based on that, I guess the optimal, or the best strategy is to play a mixture of hard and easy games. However, there's not a big difference between doing that and the second option, which is doing a mixture of medium and easy games. So if you're not comfortable doing hard games, I would recommend going for medium plus easy games. So how many of each do you need to play? And that's where this sort of calculator I've made here comes into play. So if you want to use this yourself, what you can do is that you can go to the link in the description, go to File, and then either make a copy, or alternatively, you can do File and download to one of these formats. I can't guarantee that they will work, but I do believe Excel should work. I do have some formulas in here, but I think they should work in Excel as well. Let's get back into the full screen. So once you have downloaded or made a copy of this document, you can input your numbers here. So this first there is the total number of coins you have to use, which I am basing off of this number here. You will, of course, get some from incidents and so on, the newsletter, for example. So in total, you should probably have some more, but just for now, I have 12,000. Then we have the average cost for completing hard, medium, and easy games. Now this is based on my results from beta. I had a quick glance at Uber's numbers, and they were quite similar as well. I believe he had something like 360 to 10 or 220 or something, and 60 here. So roughly the same. If you have some numbers that you got on beta, you can of course enter those, or you can just stick with the numbers I have for how many coins on average you need to spend per difficulty, or per game of each difficulty. And then finally here we have the total number of games. So if you know that you will be missing out on some of the hourly games, you can lower this to, I don't know, 75 for example. And these numbers here will update to show you how many points theoretically you can get going for each strategy. So let's stick with 86 for now. Now here, what I've done, if you want to see the numbers, you can scroll all the way over there. But basically, I figured out how many hard games are you able to play in order to play all 86 games and stay below the total number of coins. And with these numbers here, that is 21 hard games and 65 easy games. If we bump this up to, I don't know, 13,000 for example, we can see that the number of hard games goes a little bit up, and the amount of points also goes a little bit up. Let's stick with 12,000 for now. So that is the first option here, and we see with these numbers, with 21 hard games and 65 easy games, the total amount of grand prize points is 2,035. That is just above the 1,970 we need. So in theory, you should be able to get enough grand prize points. Now, in addition to that, there are also some ability cards that plays a factor. We have the 1x loot and also the special 3x loot that you can get. And especially for hard games, and especially the 3x boost is quite a lot. The regular amount of grand prize progress you get per game for hard games is 35, but if you get one of these 3x boosts, that is almost doubled. You get an additional 30 points. So that way, in addition to these regular points, these here do not include any of those booster cards. So in total, you should be fine, and you should, especially if you pick up some of those these loot cards, which I do recommend you do, especially in, or I recommend you do it in hard games, not necessarily easy games, either hard or medium games. I think it is okay to go for at least the 3x loot. I probably wouldn't. I think you go for the 1x loot. Anyways, so here are my numbers for hard games. Below here you can see the alternative, going for medium games instead. With these numbers here, you can fit in 41 medium games and 45 easy games for a total of 1925 points. So you can see about 100 point difference, but assuming you do pick up some loot cards, you should still be able to get the main building fully leveled. So that's why I said earlier that if you're not comfortable playing the hard games, I think it is perfectly fine to play medium and easy games. And the ratio around 50-50 when it comes to medium and easy, and around 1 to 3 or 25% hard games and 75% easy games with option 1. So if you want to play around with these numbers yourself, say you only do 80 games, for example, you see that the actual number here doesn't decrease that much. There's not that big of a difference. And the main reason for that is that you simply are quite limited on coins. So if you play fewer games, you are able to, relatively speaking, play more of the high yield games than the easy games. So that's why you don't actually see that big of a difference. But if you play every day, you can get up to 86 games. Now, one final thing I want to mention is that unlike the Halloween event, it doesn't matter when you play these card games. It's not like you have to play 3 every day or a certain number every day. As long as you always generate the free tickets, you can do as many as you want on one day. You're not penalized for doing a lot of games on one specific day. So what that means is that if there is a specific daily special you want, you can complete a bunch of quests during that, because you will get some tickets from every 4th quest, I believe it is. And also on those days you can collect the grand prizes that give you battle tickets. So you don't have to play a certain number of games each day. They are equally as difficult or as easy every time. So let me just quickly enter a battle so that I can start regenerating here, and there we go. I will not play a game here. If you want to see me playing a couple of games, I did make a video yesterday. I will link that in the description. I am not planning on making any more videos on the event, and I'm not really planning on making a written guide this time around. I might change my mind and make one in the next couple of days, but I don't think so. So that'll be for the next event. I've been quite busy IRL lately, so haven't been able to focus that much on it. So yeah, it is what it is, but hopefully you found this helpful, and hopefully you can get some use out of this. Or if not, you can just look at these numbers here. Roughly 25% hard games and 75% easy games, or roughly 50% medium and 50% easy games if you go for that option. Alright, with that I don't think I have much more to say, so before I end this video, let me thank my Patreons for their support. I would like to thank Homestar, Kim Kelly, Rothy8, Dan Suminat, Darkmatter, Mylia, Sierra K, THX, Baslitz, Hugo Count von Count, Judith Generous, Susan Weiss, Rocco, Spike from No Remorse, Atomic, Flavius the Avenger, Arkler, Whiskeymatter, Mar and Sir, Hoss, Tusiot, Henning der Reclerberg, Adarel, Mike, Opshi the Obsessed, Ruth, Karen, Dennis, Flavius Belisarius, Podger, Misak77, Mike Show, Michael, Early Morning, Kamara the Hawk, and Davis O'Malley. Thanks a lot for your support, thanks for watching, take care, and I will see you in the future. Bye bye.